You are listening to Girls in Low Places.
We're like the country music podcast that your mum banned you from listening to.
Let's go, you freak.
Who let us backstage, honestly?
Hello. Come on in. You said you wanted to be festive today. Do you like my little Santa outfit?
I mean, you look insane, but I mean, what a way to end off the year.
I just also want to say I have got leggings on underneath, but I have split these trousers quite badly. Oh my god!
I'm like a chic version of Santa, and you're like the classic version.
It's like Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
It absolutely is. Well, there is so much that you have been up to, and I think we're back into the zone of you telling me about your insane nights out and me schooling you.
Yeah. So all I'm going to say is on Thursday, it was a very, very reckless road.
It was a dark, stormy night.
It was a very cold Thursday evening
Can
in
I actually
Camden.
just say how mild it is today?
Very mild. I'm not going to delve too much into that topic.
I love a weather chat.
Right,
Oh,
so
God. Right, carry on.
Thursday night, it's very cold.
Yeah, freezing.
And myself and my videographer, we were greeted at the Electric Ballroom doors in Camden, where we were going to go and interview Erin Kinsey and Restless Road.
Yes.
Restless Road, sorry, not Reckless Road.
Reckless Road.
Oh, God.
It was for you.
Yeah, it was a reckless road for me. So went in there. Erin Kinsey's manager greeted us outside, may I say, in Camden,
Stunning.
in a wife beater. It was so cold.
I thought you were just going to be like talking about how polite they were, but no.
No. Just so shocked he was in a wife beater. I was like, mate, it's really cold. And he was like, yeah, but when I'm drumming, I get really hot. So Erin
National
Kinsey's,
vibes.
yeah, Erin Kinsey's manager is also her drummer.
Wow, that's interesting.
And interviewed our Erin. Her stage presence, fantastic. Yeah. She's got a great stage
Do
presence.
you think she's come on at all since we saw her at Country to
Yes,
Country?
she has. She absolutely. There's been a lot of growth. I think anyone who was there that night would see how she just owned the performance, owned the stage. Yeah. She was fantastic, and she had a lot of stage presence when I spoke to her as well. Yeah. She, she has the song "Little Matchmaker, Call Me Cupid,
Banger.
1-800 Love." So what did I present her with as soon as I got there? Some matchmakers. The little mint sticks.
That is so genius,
isn't it?
I'm so proud of you for doing that.
I thought
That's
really good.
Genius. Did you love them?
She and her manager both loved them. Her manager asked for more. They were like, I was like, this is a classic British Christmas treat.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed.
So
with
yeah,
that.
she
It's
got
so clever.
Quality Street
I also
matchmaker.
absolutely love those.
Love matchmakers.
Why don't we have a box here today?
Yeah, really sorry. I should have thought that through. I've got Terry's chocolate orange though.
Perfect. We'll whack that out
Yeah,
halfway through.
that was meant to be part of someone's
People love
stocking.
watching us eating. Is this becoming some sort of weird fetish channel? Oh, we're just munching down on different items.
Splooshing.
Is that what it's called? Why do you know that?
Found out, when we met her mum last time
Yep.
at CTC, and
Yeah.
she took the picture of us three.
Yeah.
And tell me now, she really was saying how she was her mum, right? Do you remember that vividly?
I don't know now you've said that.
Right. So Erin was like, no, that wasn't my mum. That was my manager. And I was like, was your manager saying she was your mum? She was like, she probably was. And I was like, what? So her old manager, not her new manager who's wearing the wife beater, was saying that she was her mum at CTC.
Yes. But I don't know
sure.
if you got wind of the word mum and ran with it.
So maybe she was like, I'm her momager. And I was like, mum. That's mummy. Thank you, mummy, for taking a picture. I don't know. Or maybe her manager was just like, yes, I'm her mum. I'm her mum, because she was so young at the time.
Strategy. Oh, maybe it was that she was travelling
17.
underage.
Yeah. Maybe it's
You
a
have to
legal
pose
thing.
as a parent or guardian.
Yeah. So we just don't know. Also, in the interview, I look like an absolute giant and she looks like a borrower. I look so
Isn't
tall.
that story of our life?
Story of a life.
I am really bummed I didn't get to see her. I do listen to a lot of her songs.
Yeah.
And I really like her new stuff. I think it's amazing.
And she was really open about,
Was she open about the breakup?
Everything that she's been through. So yeah.
That's awesome. I really respect that.
Really impressed. And then we went and interviewed the Restless Road boys.
Restless.
Fuck. Why do I keep doing that? Because I've had a reckless time with them. So Restless Road, So fun to interview, really cheeky, really funny, lots of in jokes. Garrett is definitely the glue. He's the good boy. He's the one that's holding them all down. And then the other two, nightmares, I'd say, like naughty, funny, silly, good.
Interesting.
Incredibly styled.
Wow.
Really liked their styling. But obviously, as I said to you, like I'm not a massive Restless Road fan. I didn't know much of their music before I went. I know. Yeah. Also didn't know
Christmas party. I mean, can normal life stop getting in the way of my podcast?
Yeah. Excuse me. Can we
my birthday and my work Christmas party? It's not acceptable.
But I think somewhere the universe keeps sending me to these things on my own because I just lose it when you're not there.
I know. Well, I mean, as we found out from Thursday, I don't think you're going to anything on your own anymore.
No,
Do you want to tell everyone what you did?
Bad things happened. So right. We interview the boys, they then play, and we're up on the balcony watching them, and the vibes were incredible. I don't know all their music, and I felt they're definitely that sort of band that by the second chorus you can sing it, even though you've only ever heard the song once. Yeah. And they did loads of good covers. The stage presence, the vibe, the way they talked to the crowd, the way they got everyone pumped, like they were fantastic. Fantastic. And so it kind of got me into like a fantastic mood. Like I was like, threw caution to the wind. I had a full weekend of plans ahead, but I was like, no, I'm out. Dolly has got dog care, and anyone who's got a dog will understand that when your dog has got dog care, you're like, oh, do you know what? Tonight's the night. Anyway, so then after the band finished, I didn't really think much of it. Went with videographer to a rum bar next door. They were playing like loads of like really big reggae house remixes. I went downstairs to the toilet, came back up, and just as the music sort of like dipped in the whole of this bar, I just went to the DJ, can you play some Sean Paul?
Oh my God.
The music just dipped, and like videographer was like so embarrassed. He was just
I would have been mortified.
Oh my God. So at that point I was like, oh, okay. And then I checked my phone. Manager of Restless Road, he was like, come party with us. We're at Mexican restaurant around the corner. So I was like, okay. So we went there, and this Mexican restaurant was not like a restaurant. It was like there was a club. It was like a nightclub. And all I'm going to say is Restless Road can party. They were obviously, it was the last night of their tour.
Yeah.
And they were just
ready to go.
They were ready to go. And I will just say, they are just like us.
Yeah.
They are kind of our age. They just were loving life being in London, and they were like singing along, and like I love it so much when like these guys, because obviously the country crowd in the UK all know who they are, but the normal average person in London doesn't necessarily know who they are. And these guys just had this like electric energy anyway, like on stage, but also off stage. They were just fun guys to be around. And I was just like looking around at some of like the people they were hanging out with or like partying with and stuff. And I was just like, if you guys only knew.
Oh, so like everyone was like, oh, these guys are so fun, but no one like obviously knew who they were.
Yeah, it was just like a normal night out in a club, but like
that
they were like
so crazy.
Bringing the good energy and bringing the good vibes.
I
and,
love
like,
that.
And like Garrett was like buying like us drinks. Like they were just good energy, good fun times. And then we went to an Irish bar. We all got on a bus, like a normal bus with them. I went to this Irish bar with them. They really wanted to go to this Irish bar. For the life of me, I do not know where the Irish bar was. I do not know. If you saw me then, no, you didn't. By this point, I was like 15,
what time was this?
I'd say it's about 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
Okay, so 3 a.m. we're at the Irish bar. The Irish bar then closes. So we're like, okay, so where do we go? The Restless Road tour bus.
Oh my God.
Double-decker tour bus.
Oh my God.
Everyone is lit. Like, it is crazy. Like,
I can't believe this.
It was wild. It was like something out of a film. Like, and I was just in the middle of, I think it must have been in Camden. I don't actually know where it was, but we went back.
Yeah, also, where did he find parking?
Do you know what?
Because it's not easy around there.
It's not easy.
It definitely isn't easy for a double-decker tour bus.
Well, look, I was there for a good 3 hours, I think.
Probably like in the Tesco car park or something without even realising.
Something like that. But it was just, it was amazing to be partying with the band on a tour bus at 4 a.m. in the morning on a Thursday.
Do you know what? It's better you didn't go with me because I would have been like, pajama time for me.
Whereas me, I was like, I live here now. I am now. It's like Almost Famous. I'm Kate Hudson. I'm like,
I know.
We're going. Where are we going now? And
I respect it. I'm here to live vicariously through you for these things.
Yeah, but then then I've got a really big mind blank. Also, I it's one of those nights. It was so unexpected and so.
Well, I thought you'd gone home because you were like, "Oh, do you want to switch tickets?" Because my work party was winding down,
Yes.
and you were like, "Oh, should we switch in?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I could." Like, I'm not that
Because I
far
knew how
away.
much you wanted to go to that concert, so I
Yeah.
was like, maybe we could get one of the tickets or like both the tickets and give you to you and a friend so you can come and see the second half of the show.
But then I knew with videographer, so I was just like, "Oh, I don't want to like cancel him out of the whole night." Anyway, then deathly silent the rest of the night, and not only for the rest of the night, for the next 36 hours essentially. So much so that I was like, that's weird. And I feel like you would give me a little summary of how it was or something or whatever the next day.
Silence.
Then silence, deathly silence. Casey's nowhere to be seen, haven't heard from you at all. Then my phone starts ringing. Oh, this is odd. Out of the blue, your ex-fiance is calling me. Concerned for your well-being and worried about where you are. I was like, oh, what is happening?
Oh.
So I urgently called you. I was like, red alert, please let me know you're alive. / your ex-fiance is calling me.
Meanwhile, I was just horizontal the whole day going, oh my God, what a wild, wild evening that
Everyone
was.
else has like called the police. Anyway, then.
Well, yeah, no, bless Matt. I mean, I think that basically I think he'd called me in the morning about some sort of like admin-y thing. And I'd then said, I'll call you back. I'm dying. I'll call you back. Or like, I'll call you back. I'm not well or something like that. And then I just proceeded to not call him back for like another 16 hours. And then he was like, oh my God, she must be in a ditch somewhere. And I wasn't. I was in a tour bus somewhere. So, but it was a wild, wild evening. And I think it just shows like sometimes in London, anything could happen. It felt like I was in like a weird Nashville, like multiverse in the middle of London. It was so strange. All I'm going to say is that I think that they would be a fantastic band to book for your wedding.
Oh my God, that would be so good.
Like they would be brilliant because they kind of pump the crowd up in the right way. So we are now fully Restless Road groupies. I took it a little bit further than Ozzy would, but I really like that venue. Electric Ballroom's fun because it's got enough bars and like you can go and have drinks separately too. Yeah, last time I was there, I saw Russell Dickerson actually with my ex-fiance Matt. That was the last time I was in Electric Ballroom. So I was sort of like having a few moments where I was like, oh, that's sad, isn't it? But then also was like, oh,
I'm on a tour bus.
I'm on a tour bus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stunning.
So good. Made it to the tour bus layer of everything, which is
what
great.
a way to end the year.
But do you know what? That day after, where I was like, I was not well. I was like, this year needs to end. Like I was like, the podcast needs to end for my liver and for my emotional well-being. Like that was a crazy, crazy, crazy night.
It's been a big bang of a season 1. That's for sure. It's not really been a pilot.
No.
You've had such an insane time.
I just can't.
Oh my God.
Restless Road, welcome to Girls in Low Places podcast. How was the trip over here to the UK? Was it a restless road or was it a smooth flight?
You know, it's always restless.
It was restless.
Yeah, I can't sleep on an airplane, so I stayed up. I watched 4 movies on the way here, and then we just kind of stayed on Nashville time.
Okay, so for our Girls in Low Places listeners,
I'm Colton. I'm Garrett.
I'm Zach.
and you are
Watching
Restless Road.
watching the Disney Channel. What are we going to get the ones out? And the trauma. Okay. Okay, what is your guys' favourite song to perform on the tour and why?
I would say maybe Last Rodeo.
Last Rodeo.
Yeah.
It's what
That's
this
what I
whole
was gonna
joint's
say.
named after. It's our whole tour, our whole album, and the song. Every time we play it, people just get so hype. It makes us feel so hype, and we just blow the roof off the place. And we hope tonight that same thing happens.
Speaking of Last Rodeo, okay, you've got 1 hour left on Earth. It's your last rodeo. What are you guys doing?
Oh, you know what? I'd probably go skydiving because that's something that I would probably never do if I wasn't gonna die. I would probably do that. I probably want to go to a super cool scene, go skydiving, and give it one last rodeo. That's what I do.
Amazing.
Oh, I'm probably going to be real boring. I'd probably just get the people that I love the most and just sit around and talk.
You're gonna go get her.
Go get her. Yeah, there we go.
That was very
1 hour left on Earth.
Yeah.
1 hour left.
What's the show rated?
It's explicit. We're girls in low places. The clue's in the name.
Okay, I don't know. I might have to go to Chipotle one more time.
I don't know if that's a euphemism or not.
It is.
Okay, gonna Google that when I get home.
Double meat burrito. What's not to love?
What? I love Chipotle.
Oh my god. Okay, what is the most famous person? Who is the most famous person in your contact list?
Taylor Lautner.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so you're Team Jacob?
Team Jacob.
Yeah, we're Team Jacob.
I can see
Yeah.
you're so Team Jacob, guys.
Okay, he took that one. Maybe Kane Brown. I'm sure a lot of people would love to talk to that guy. We
Yes.
know him.
You wrote
So-
songs for him, right?
Yeah, we're really close with Kane. He's we met him 11 years ago, and we've stayed good friends with him. So he's a really good friend of ours, and yeah, we could call him right now, and he'd probably answer and say, "What up, Bubba?"
Yeah. A new one we got. Don't know if he did text us back when we got his number. It was Matt Rife.
Oh
He-
my
he-
god.
Oh, yeah.
He said he'd love to come to one of our concerts. We'd love to go to one of his shows.
Yes.
We'll help him sing. He'll help us with our talking points in between our songs.
Yeah.
You know, so
Would play you guys in a movie. Actually, hang on. I'm going to do this like this, okay? Who do you think should play you in a movie? And then I want the other guys to say who actually should play you in the movie.
I heard Austin Butler and Jacob Elordi were arguing over who to play me.
Oh,
So I
were
probably
they?
want them. Probably want them.
I'll go with Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
Yeah, he can play me.
Timothy would be good. I feel like
Yeah.
he would do a really good
I feel like a
Garrett.
young
Joseph
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah,
Yes.
people say that sometimes.
He's
Yes,
done
yeah,
that before.
the vibe.
Got the squinty eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
People say Colton looks like this guy from WWE called Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but what's also the book? What's the big thing? The book talk. that everybody-
There's you ever heard of book talk? It's
those are girls in low places. Of course they.
yeah. So book talk is like when girls read these spicy books. or
Oh,
whatever.
yes, yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
there's a cowboy character, and I don't know the name, but he looks exactly like.
Apparently, it
Colton.
looks just.
Are you writing it?
Yeah, I get it.
No, yeah. Every time on our comments, they're like, it's some character named like Dax Flame or something, and
I don't know
it
what
looks
it's
like this
I
guy.
have to look and find it.
It looks just like
I have
Colton.
no idea. I honestly have
You
no
are so
idea.
ghostwriting those books and being like, if I create someone that looks exactly like me, then girls at a concert are gonna love
That's
me.
right.
It may work. May work.
We can't reveal all of our secrets.
Oh
okay?
my god, you can't. What's been your craziest experience this tour?
Craziest experience. That's tough.
This right now.
Honestly, oh, here. I have never in my life been in as high winds, and I would have never thought it would have happened in London. The other day, wind blew me from behind me, and it made me take off running because I thought I was going to fall. It blew so far.
Oh, was it in the storm?
Yes.
That storm the other day?
Apparently, so we parked the bus and we were walking over. We had a hotel, but it was like a 15-minute walk.
Right.
And I picked the worst time possible because as soon as I left, Zach said, yeah, as soon as you left, it started pouring the rain and the wind started getting real crazy. And I was like, yeah, it literally almost blew me over. And I'm not exaggerating. It was unbelievable.
London blew you away.
It did blow me away.
Yeah. What's your most annoying interview question that you guys get asked?
What do you got planned for 2025?
She's like, give me a second.
Yeah, I'm like, shit.
What do you got planned to do? Everything we're doing, but 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
Who's the most sensible out of you guys?
Sensible, like logical.
Sensible, like not going to be naughty.
I think none of us are that sensitive.
Okay,
We're-
good to know. Okay, because I'm going to play a game, Snog, Marry, Avoid, but I want you to do it like within you.
Okay.
Who should
So
your
is that
snog,
like-
who should your fans snog? Who should they marry, and who should they avoid?
Okay, so I'm very bored.
Hmm.
Out of us three,
Yeah,
I know what I want to say.
you say what you want to say.
all right, I can do it.
Okay.
They should avoid Colton. Because if you listen to a lifetime full of the worst smelling farts of your life under the bed sheet.
It is true. I was going to say, marry me, snog Garrett, avoid Zach.
Well, I'd say Snog, Garrett, marry me, avoid Colton.
Garrett.
Oh no.
You're the deciding factor here.
You should say avoid because you know your wife though.
You should marry Colton. You should kiss Zach, and you should avoid me.
Oh, you fell on your own sword?
He's taken.
I'm
that's
a
good.
man. I'm a man of the band.
Seats taken.
Sleeps taken.
Okay, perfect. That's a very honest and nice answer. We like that. We like that. What is your favorite country music? We ask this to everyone, okay?
Okay.
What is your favorite country music song to have sex to?
Lock the doors and turn the lights down low. I can't say I've done it.
Mine's actually not true, but it's funny. Country Girl, shake it for me.
That is so good. What about your songs? What of your songs do you think is their song to get down to?
This ain't my last rodeo.
I took one look at her mama.
Yeah, go get her.
I don't know what to make of that. Someone's got mummy issues.
There was one time on stage that when that song was like we had just put it out, we were singing it on tour. I got tongue tied and I literally said, I used to go, I was supposed to say, where's all my moms at? Where's all the moms at? And then I said, yo, where's all my mommies at tonight? And it didn't go over very well.
I thought it went over great.
I mean, they all raised their hand. I didn't mean it like that.
They all started hollering.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
but
and you've never been able to live it down to
no,
this.
they won't let me live it down.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say? Anything else you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Any sins you want to confess?
So we're Restless Road. We like to have fun. We got new music coming out in January. We got an album out called Last Rodeo. We love it here in London, and we can't wait to come back.
We can't wait to have you back. Thank you guys. It's been so fun.
This was the best interview.
Something that I thought you could educate me on, because obviously I'm still in recovery from that. You know, when it's like a hangover, it takes 4 days to get over. Like literally, that's how I feel. You have been looking, or you know more about the Morgan situation. So the legal case has happened, or the court case has happened. What's actually happened?
Well, I mean, I think it's a small rejoice that Bay is not going to prison.
Oh my God. I could just see you being like one of those like jailbird wives. Like, getting in. Morgan! Girls in low places outside the courtroom.
Reporting live
for the Free Morgan case. I was just like,
flashing everyone.
hey, it'd work. I think it'd work.
So I thought about it anyway, but he is instead doing 7 days in an educational DUI centre.
So that's basically just like a speeding
Incarcerated.
course.
Kind of speeding awareness, but you can't leave for 7 days.
Can't do it. Oh, right. Yeah. can't do it on
It's
Zoom.
So yeah, unfortunately, I think he is technically being incarcerated for 7 days.
Was
but
there anything that was said?
2 years probation and then a fine, I think.
Was there anything that was said that was like explained some of like what actually happened?
Not like his reasoning behind it in any way, but they did. I think someone said like he was really cooperative with the authorities all the way through and like apologized to everybody.
Yeah.
And turns out like hopefully that's kind of like worked.
Yeah.
But I am worried with like the probation thing. Like, I think it's more the other way around if you're trying to go into the US. But like, does that affect touring? I actually
is
don't
such a
know.
good
Like, I
point.
need to look into the legality of it.
Yeah.
I think the UK is probably a bit more flexible on that stuff. But
Yeah. Interesting.
so let's hope he's not in over Christmas.
Yeah.
Surely they won't do that.
Surely they won't.
Maybe
Not
he's in
to
this
Morgie.
week. I don't know.
Maybe the thing also, this is one thing I was talking to the Restless Road manager about, is that the reason why we have had this influx of country artists at this sort of December month is because of that sort of like Christmas time is a bit of a low bit of a lull in Nashville, so it's a good time for people to come over here. So maybe it's a good time for him to go, because then he can just get it done.
True.
And you just want, get it done in that weird time between Christmas and New Year where you don't really know what you're doing. Well, Morgan, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Or wherever, I'm going to my little centre.
Actually, I'm booked and busy.
To be honest, when I go to my family, it feels like I'm in prison. So for that 10 days. So I feel like I'm in some sort of detention centre.
You basically do need to go to a DUI educational centre for 7 days.
I truly do. Oh, also, so just to add to like this whole thing, like I left my car in Camden because that's how much I didn't think I was going to be like having a night like that. Like I drove.
Yeah.
That's how much. And then I left my car, and then because obviously I was then so hungover the next day. Also, then my car was just there for like 3 days. So I was then like,
did you get a ticket?
Well, I went to Camden and I was like, I was fully expecting my car to be towed because it was like the street over from Electric Ballroom, like the high street.
Oh my god!
And I was like, if my Mini is being towed, this will be the end.
Believe you drove.
But actually, I only got one parking ticket, which I thought was incredible.
Take it.
I take it. And it was a restless road all the way home. And then I stopped to get a little sausage roll on the way home and thought, I've had some good luck. I'm going to keep these good vibes going. Parked on the side of like the curb, got the sausage roll, came out, got another parking ticket. I was like, for God's sake, my car's been in Camden for 3 days, and then right around the corner from my house, I got a parking ticket for getting a sausage roll.
That is so
God, just says everything. Just says everything.
Oh my God. So
But
funny.
yeah,
going back to Morgan though. Just
always.
briefly, I just think it's interesting that like I wonder how this 7-day jail time is going to affect his songwriting, because I watched Walk the Line the other day for the first time in ages.
I just thought you'd better say for the first time. I was like, Ozzy, we need to sort this out.
I showed it to Sam actually because he hadn't seen it before.
Stop it.
Yeah, so we watched it and he was like,
My favourite film.
Such a good. I was like, no, it's amazing. It's
Unbelievable.
Um,
That and Country Strong, even though Country Strong doesn't even go into the same.
I know, but both exceptional.
But both exceptional, yeah.
in different ways.
Yeah.
But anyway, watch it, and then I obviously forgot about the whole thing about Johnny Cash basically trying to. A lot of his music was trying to essentially convince people that he had gone to prison, and that was a lot of his songwriting. So now I'm like, what if Morgan churns out a jail album, but he's actually only been in a GUI unit for 7 days? Fair play. I'll respect it.
We'd all listen to it.
We'd all listen. But yeah, the new Johnny Cash of our time? No. God, imagine people would come for me if I said that about Morgan Wallen. Absolutely not joking, guys.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do want to just, put a little. I'm going to have a little bit of a gripe here, actually.
Oh, hit me.
I just feel like I've been, you know me in the country music Facebook groups.
Gripe.
Great. I'm having a gripe. You know the country music Facebook groups?
Yeah.
And how I just sort of get into a real rabbit hole on them. And I don't necessarily comment much, and I don't really get involved. Obviously, we have this platform which I can say what I want on it, whether we should or not, I don't know. But like, I go on those groups and there is so much negativity, and I'm just actually fed up of it. Not towards us, just towards new country fans, towards new styles of country music. And I'm so frustrated with this sort of like real polarizing sort of like, you know, like there's like little fractions of different country fans that you can either be this fan, or you can be that fan, you can be this fan. Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah, I know. I think there's a big part of like authentic versus new / pop country. Yeah. But like, we like it all. I grew up on the classics, and you know, now I've moved to more of the new stuff, and like that's to be expected of our age as well.
Yeah.
We're not saying that the classics are bad. We love them. It's just that there is space for all of them.
And they also, I saw a comment the other day saying something along the lines, oh, don't worry, the pink cowgirl hat crew will fade out eventually. Of saying like the new country fans who are coming with the pink cowboy hats aren't really country fans, and they'll all phase out. So the gripe
is against people that are joining the genre now, like as in are new to the genre
and haven't been country fans from the jump. And I just think that
comes from the fact of like, when being an old school country fan or being a country fan for a long period of time, we used to get nothing. Like, you used to have absolutely nothing to go on. You'd maybe get one artist if you were lucky. You know, you'd be lucky if someone sold their vinyl in HMV, whatever the case may be. Like, I do remember the old days of really trying to find stuff and not finding anything and finding it frustrating. But it's only a good thing that the genre has grown. It's only going to make it more accessible in the right way.
Exactly.
Not in a bad way.
I mean, look at this December. I'd say we'd have about like 5 or 6 really big artists come over in the matter of like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, that's fantastic news. And I agree with you. I understand why when you like something from the beginning, or when you create something from the beginning, or when you're a part of something from the beginning, you feel like that's yours and you don't want anything new or new things to come in and dilute that. But I just think like we need to celebrate country music all together. It's Christmas. It's bloody Christmas. And I don't think there needs to be this pink cowboy hat, gaggle of geese, you know, mentality of like, oh, they don't actually like country music. Nothing makes anyone more. You're not going to get a medal for liking country music more when you die. Like, everyone should just enjoy the music they like, go to the gigs they like, everybody get along, behave, and let's all kumbaya.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being a bit happy clappy because it's festive time, but like, and I know that, you know, we get irritated with certain types of like behavior at gigs and things like that, but I think, it's just time to actually celebrate the music and not be so vicious on these Facebook groups.
I think you need to spend a bit less time in there.
I know. I guess getting sucked in, and I just think I get notifications. I could probably read you some stuff now.
media.
Hang on, let me see if I can find.
No, we're not giving it airtime. We're not giving the negativity airtime. That's not what we do on
Are
here.
we not?
No, I don't want to do it.
Oh, I just gone on your memories on Facebook. The first picture that's come up is me topless.
Says it all, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
What I was going to say though is talking about Christmas and the country vibe. Do you think it's a bit too late to make a country Christmas playlist? Because there's a really good one on Spotify, but I've got some absolute classics that I love.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Maybe I could add some.
Yeah.
The one I absolutely love, and I don't know how well known this is. It's literally one of my favourite Christmas songs. It's called A Hat Made of Mistletoe.
Oh, I've never heard that.
God, it's so good.
A hat made of mistletoe. I mean, it's great for pulling the guys.
Exactly.
Or the gals.
So, my plan is that I'm going to make a little country Christmas playlist.
Stunning. Yes, I think you should do that.
That's not even it.
That's Tate McRae.
Yeah, that
song
was.
though. Put your two hands on me
It's on my
like
release
you want.
radar.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, no, it's a good
I
one.
love her. She's
Bop.
actually really
She's
good.
so
When
sick.
you're
She's
having like a real girly moment.
girly moment, and she's such like a Britney Spears in her
Yeah, exactly.
in her peak.
I was like, yes, new Tate McRae song.
Yeah, I love her, and also she's such a good dancer. Oh my god. Right.
Because this is.
Yeah.
Remember we spoke about Dawson Anderson, this guy I really like, the other country guy.
Yeah.
He loves Tate McRae, and he went viral for going to her gig and doing a response to him in the crowd.
Oh my
It was really funny.
I think we should wrap it up.
Okay.
So that's been 2024. 2024, I could write not just a novel. I could write an anthology. Is that
War
what
and
it is?
Peace.
I could do a Marvel universe on my 2024. But this has been such an amazing year because of the podcast. Ozzy, thank you so much for doing it with me.
Thank you for being
thank
such a
you.
star.
Thank you. Don't ever touch me again.
You are listening to Girls in Low Places. We're like the country music podcast that your mum banned you from listening to.
Let's go, you freak.
Who let us backstage, honestly?